Okay, we are now on to video number 3. This is the actual video where we are going to do the demonstration for the Candy Marble Still Life project. So this is an actual finished project, and this is an example of what your project may look like in the finished state. Okay, so this is what we are hoping to get to. Alright, so this is it. Alright, I just wanted to give you a preview. Okay, so we're going to put that aside, and before we can get there, there's some things that we have to do prior to that, obviously. So the very first thing that we're going to do is you are going to get a chance to choose a still life. Alright, now you're going to choose one of these still lifes from a selection that I have over on the countertop by the sinks, and you're going to choose one that you want to work with for the remainder of this project. And the one that you choose, you're going to turn it to the back. You're going to get a piece of tape, and you're going to put your name on the piece of tape, not on my boards, okay, on the piece of tape, and you're going to put the tape on the back of the board, okay. On the piece of tape, you'll put your name, first and last, and your period number, A or B, on it, alright, for whatever class period you belong to. Okay, that will tell everybody whose board this belongs to. Now, don't be surprised if there is possibly another person who also has their name on your board as well, okay? Because there may be another person from my other 8th grade class that also will be using the same board, okay? But that's perfectly okay. Now, once you've done that, you're going to take your board and place it onto your desk, somewhere where it's easy for you to see it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and place that there. And then you're going to get your sketchbook. If you do not have your sketchbook, you are going to go ahead and get a piece of scratch paper that is provided by me for rough drafts. And then you are going to go ahead and do some rough drafts of the still life. Now, if you are unaware of where the scratch paper is, you can locate that by looking up by the board, the front board, by the over by the front door. Okay? Now, moving on. When you work on the rough drafts, you are going to draw lightly. Okay? We do not want to see any ghost marks at the end of this project. Okay? So now is a great time to start working on these skills. Alright? So that we don't get into any bad habits. You're going to do 2 to 3 rough drafts before moving on to the final. And before you move on to the final, you must get permission from the teacher to move on. Alright, so a couple of things. You're going to write down that you need to have about 4 to 5 objects and let me just move this. 4 to 5 objects within project. Okay, so you're not going to try and do the whole still life. Alright. you're going to want to fill the page with your picture. Your drawing must make all four corners unique. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay, and your drawing must have at least one shape or object that runs off the paper. There must be something that overlaps. Shapes that overlap. Alright, so those are just some tidbits there that I'm going to be looking for when we when I go to grade this, okay? So, having said that, we're going to go ahead and do some rough drafts. So I'm going to go ahead and divide my paper here into two, and I'm going to just focus on this bottom half right now because our project paper is going to be just as small as this still life is, okay, the size of the whole still life. So we are working kind of tiny, alright? So our focus again is going to be this small still life, and I'm going to go ahead and try and position this a little bit better so we can see both. And let's see. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this like this. Yep, there we go. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to focus in then first on 4 to 5 objects. So I think I'm going to go with, let's see here. I think I'm going to go with this is a tough one. I think I'm going to go with these here, these 4. Alright, so I'm going to start by sketching out lightly, so you may have a hard time seeing it at first, but I'm just going to kind of grab some basic lines for myself, just kind of sketch out where I see everything. And remember, sketch is just that, a sketch. And you can always fix things. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it right on the first try. Even somebody who's been drawing for a long time can get things wrong. You know, so don't be nervous about this step. All right. So now that we have this drawn out, I'm going to go ahead and start making some lines in here that make it more concrete, more finalized. Again, it always helps if you take time and you stop, look at it, pull away from it for a minute if you need to. Sometimes if you stare at it too long, things just take another form. Alright, and then again for wrinkles and stuff, just kind of do a contour sort of line where you try and not break the line, have everything connected. It usually makes it look really nice. show the wrinkles, show any highlights of where the light is hitting the wrapper just by the different shapes. Alright, and then let's see which else. Okay, and then I got the marble. It's blue. You keep it in mind, I wanted some stuff that was filling the paper. I think we kind of got that. I'm looking at trying to get all four corners kind of unique. May have to work on that on my next rough draft. You know, that one I didn't really hit the mark on that one yet. Shapes that overlap again, yeah, I'm not really hitting that, except my still life's not that strong. This one I brought home. This is summertime right now, and this is the only still life I have here, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. The other ones at school are a little bit stronger, so I may have to redo this video. Let's see. And then something that's running off the paper, I went ahead and included this part of the Tootsie Roll that's over here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off with some of the details. So we got a little bit here of the wrapper, top of it. And that would be about it for this drawing. So that would be my first attempt. Okay, and that's what I would want to see for you to do with your attempts, okay? And again, all info on your rough drafts. So again, name, first and last, period number, A or B for whichever class you're on, or in, sorry, and again, always in pencil. Alright, that is it for now. If you have any questions, please make sure that you either bring them to class, or if you are at home, please do email me. Again, you can email me at school address sdowning at psd202.org. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.